99% of Earth's history had no flowers. But then, seemingly overnight, the world changed forever. But this was the reign of the gymnosperms, the naked seed plants. Their structure was simple, successful, yet lacking one key feature. That feature, a protective, enclosed ovary, the true flower. The angiosperm explosion remains a profound evolutionary puzzle. But fossil evidence for their origins is incredibly sparse. We call it the abominable mystery of paleobotany. The oldest unambiguous flowers appear remarkably late. And now that we understand the mystery, let's explore the timing. For millions of years, they were nearly invisible in the record. But early angiosperms were small, likely water-loving understory plants. Their revolutionary structure involved complete enclosure of the ovule. This enclosure offered unparalleled protection for the developing embryo. But the real game changer was the development of color and scent. They began engaging in complex partnerships with insects for pollination. And this mutualistic relationship fueled unprecedented evolutionary speed. New gymnosperms relied on Winhund angiosperms' mastered targeted delivery. This efficiency is why angiosperms rapidly dominated global ecosystems. Here, adaptive radiation was faster than almost any other plant group. Meet our protagonist, a fictional botanist driven by this puzzle. She believes the answer lies in tracing the genetic lineage backwards. But genetic sequencing offers a theoretical bridge to the ancestral form. And key gene duplications likely provided the building blocks for petals. Petals may have evolved from modified, sterile stamens or tepals. The initial emergence may have occurred in a specialized, perhaps isolated, habitat. Some hypotheses point toward early aquatic or semi-aquatic origins. Bond water lilies, for example, retain many primitive floral characteristics. The required co-evolutionary partners also had to be present. And now that we understand the potential mechanisms, let's explore the impact. The speed of angiosperm diversification is simply staggering in geological time. And they quickly developed strategies to monopolize light and nutrients. Underground, the development of true fruit offered superior seed dispersal. Fruit protects the seed, offering it a ride away from the parent plant. This reproductive strategy allowed colonization of almost every terrestrial niche. But the evolution of specialized floral structures drove further specialization. From simple whorls to elaborate, fused forms, the diversity exploded. These structures serve as visual runways for the precise delivery of pollen. But the earliest insect partners were likely small flies or beetles. This early coevolutionary success story sets the stage for our modern world. Our botanist now shifts focus to the competing theories of origin. Awa, as the ancestor like a water lily, or closer to a magnolia. Our molecular clocks suggest the divergence happened much earlier than fossils confirm. Perhaps the earliest flowers evolved in environments that rarely fossilize. Or perhaps they began in coastal regions, quickly buried by sediment. The botanist believes the key lies in understanding the adaptive advantage. The shift to insect pollination secured reproductive reliability. Plants invest heavily in attraction, but the payoff is guaranteed reproduction. Today, this system underpins nearly all terrestrial food chains. Without the first flower, our planet would be largely barren of diversity. Ofti's success is rooted in that single, brilliant innovation, the fruit. The botanist realizes the mystery isn't solved, but deeply understood. That the journey from simple spore to complex flower spans epochs. One, it required genetic novelty, habitat opportunity, and pollinator cooperation. On this evolutionary wave permanently altered global atmospheric composition. And they created new sources of food and shelter for countless species. Every apple, every berry, every grain starts with that ancient innovation. Though the exact starting point remains obscure, the outcome is undeniable. At the abominable mystery is perhaps a reminder that life innovates in silence. And in that silence, the first flower bloomed, reshaping our world forever.